You spent 6 years as a squad leader. 6 years holding together 12 people in the worst conditions imaginable. You made life or death calls before you were even old enough to rent a car. You managed logistics, personnel, operations, chaos. Stuff that would make most corporate managers absolutely fold. So how the hell are you now stocking shelves at Target for $16 an hour? Or maybe you kept million-dollar satellite systems alive in the middle of nowhere. No submit a ticket, no IT will get back to you. You were the IT department, the last line of defense, the reason people lived through the night. And now, your civilian supervisor's explaining Excel to you like you just crawled out of a cave. This is underemployment. And if you're a veteran, chances are this isn't just a statistic. It's your everyday reality. Welcome to the Forge. And today, we're not pulling punches. I'm Joey, former 11 Bravo infantry, 14 years in uniform. And listen, I don't talk about this stuff because it's content. I talk about it because I've lived it. I've seen it, and I know the pain behind your silence. Because behind every veteran working below their skill level is a story we don't tell out loud, and it's time that we do. People love bragging about veteran unemployment. It's only 3%. Cool, great. Throw it on a PowerPoint and pat yourself on the back. But here's the truth nobody wants to put on a slide. Low unemployment doesn't mean good employment. It doesn't show you the NCO working third shift at Amazon. It doesn't show you the combat medic answering phones in a cubicle farm. It doesn't show you the logistics officer driving Uber Eats because somehow no logistics company will call him back. The military forged us into disciplined, skilled professionals. The civilian world too often treats us like scrap metal. So today, we're going to break down exactly why this happens, what it's costing us, and how you can fight your way out of it. Stick with me. This matters. You matter. But what about everyone stuck in jobs that are way below what they're capable of? Independent research shows nearly 1/3 of American workers are underemployed. 1/3. Let that sink in. People with degrees working retail. People with management experience taking entry-level roles. People with high-value skills using none of them. But for veterans, it's even worse. ZipRecruiter and the Call of Duty Endowment found nearly 1 in 3 veterans are underemployed. 15.6% higher than civilians. And that's over 60% of vets that say their job doesn't match their skills. 60%. That's not a few veterans slipping through the cracks. That's the whole damn floor collapsing. And veterans leave their first civilian job faster than civilians do. And employers ask, why can't veterans stick around? And we're thinking, because you put a platoon sergeant into an entry-level role and expected him to smile. Reason number 1, the translation gap. Civilians don't understand your MOS. You say 11 Bravo infantry and they picture you sprinting around a video game map. You say 25 Bravo IT specialist. They think you reset passwords. And then you say 92 Yankee supply. They picture forklifts and clipboards. They have no idea. An infantry squad leader is a frontline operations and people manager with stress levels that would break most offices by lunchtime. A 25 Bravo is doing real network security, life or death network security. And a 92 Yankee is managing millions in gear with accountability that would terrify Fortune 500 executives. But here's the hard part. It's not their job to understand. It's ours to translate. And nobody taught us how. We write resumes full of jargon that doesn't make any sense outside the wire, like conducted reconnaissance operations. You should say, gathered and analyzed intelligence that shaped decisions for 800 personnel. We say, maintained equipment readiness, when we should be saying, managed $2.3 million in assets with 95% operational availability. It's the same job, the same person, just a different language with different results. If they don't understand you, they can't hire you. Reason number 2, the survival job trap. Let me paint a picture for you, and you might recognize it. You separate, and bills don't care, rent doesn't care, mouths don't care. Your spouse rightfully wants stability, and you don't have months to figure it out. You need income now. So you take the first job that says yes, and those are usually retail jobs or warehouse, security, delivery. And then you tell yourself, this is temporary. But life fills every empty space, and soon you're working 50 hours a week. You're exhausted. You don't have time to apply anywhere else, and you don't have the energy to rewrite your resume. You don't even have the brain power to imagine something better. And that's how the survival job becomes the permanent job. Your resume shifts. Your civilian identity shifts. You go from former NCO to warehouse associate on paper, and not because you chose it, because you got cornered by the clock. And this trap hits veterans with families the hardest. Single veterans can couch surf, eat ramen, stretch things out. Veterans with families? No chance. Responsibility doesn't take a day off. Reason number 3, employer ignorance. Time for honesty. Some employers are afraid to hire veterans. They think PTSD, too intense or too rigid, won't fit the culture, doesn't take direction. It's nonsense. But nonsense with hiring power is dangerous. Then there are employers who want to hire veterans but simply don't know how to evaluate military experience. They don't understand rank structure. They don't understand their responsibilities. And they don't understand the weight of what you've done. And then the most frustrating group of all, the ones that think veteran means entry level. Platoon leader? Doesn't matter. Company commander? Doesn't matter. Managed millions in gear? Doesn't matter. To them, your time in service was just an internship. Financially, if you're making $40K but should be making $60K, that's a $20K annual gap. And over 10 years, that's $200,000. That's a house, your kid's college, your retirement. And since raises stack off your starting salary, starting low means staying low. Psychologically, you went from being trusted with lives and missions and real responsibility to being ignored, underused, and undervalued. Nothing breaks a veteran like feeling unnecessary. Purpose isn't a luxury for veterans. Purpose is oxygen. Take it away, and everything else starts to collapse. Underemployment feeds mental health struggles, financial stress, housing instability, relationship strain, loss of identity, and that floating feeling that we don't talk about but all understand. This isn't a small issue. This is the foundation. And when the foundation cracks, the whole house shakes. Step 1. Translate your experience like everything depends on it, because it does. Use tools. My Next Move, ONET, Hire Heroes USA. There are even veteran-specific resume templates. Do it today, not later. Later never comes. And you're not starting from zero. You're translating from greatness. Step 2. Build a pre-transition plan. If you're still in, start planning now. If you're already out, schedule job hunting like a mission. 5 focused hours are better than 20 random ones. Step 3, use veteran pipelines. These aren't charity, they're strategy. O2O, hiring our heroes, Trailhead, SkillBridge, ACP, Veterati. Network like your career depends on it, because it does. Most jobs are filled before they're posted. Connections beat applications. Step 5, know your worth. Don't let new industry erase proven leadership. You've done more under pressure than most people ever will. Step 6, target veteran-ready employers. Use preference, use pipelines, use your leverage. These companies actually understand veteran talent. They're not perfect, but they get it. Underemployment is not your failure. It's a translation problem, a misunderstanding problem, a systemic problem. But it's not a you problem. You can learn to translate your experience. You can use the resources built for you. You can build a network. You can move up. Underemployment doesn't trend on Twitter. It doesn't make headlines. But it destroys futures quietly, slowly, and painfully. Nearly 1 in 3 veterans are underemployed. Over 60% are working below their skill level. You're not alone. You're not failing, and you're not stuck where you are. But here's the truth. Fixing underemployment is only step 1. There's another problem underneath it. Most veterans don't even know it's there. And we're going to talk about that in the next video. Because if you think underemployment is bad, wait until we talk about the next barrier veterans hit, even after they get a good job. And trust me, we've got a lot more forging to do. See you next time.